Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Wrestling for Life Network. Welcome to another live stream as we bring you NXT tonight. Lots to talk about, lots to get into. Going to be a fun night, folks. Like, share, subscribe, click all the buttons, be a part of the fun, and let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We are live and back at it again, folks. Like I said, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. This is another live stream as we bring you NXT tonight. It's going to be a fun one. Lots going on here at the channel. Lots going on here on the show. Tuesday Night Yummies. I see it in the chat, folks. Fill up that chat. Let me know what's on your wrestling mind. Usually I'd have some company on a Tuesday, but Big Nick's taking the night, and Mr. Anthony's sitting in the dark. So T's and P's, shout out to everyone affected by any power outage. But yeah, I don't have a wingman. I don't have sleeves. That's it. We're out. Sleeveless tonight. So just me. You got to put up with Mr. Evernight, KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube. All on my own sum. Hopefully I can entertain you and you're going to enjoy the show. But we got lots to talk about in the wrestling world. Coming off Raw last night. Crazy weekend. People still talking about Double or Nothing. Getting ready for Dynamite tomorrow. Getting ready for the weekend. Clash is coming. AAA's got a big show this weekend. We're going to be here for it all live, folks. We're looking forward to it. But welcome back. Welcome back. I hope everyone out there is happy, healthy, safe. You're feeling good. You're doing good. And you're ready to go for some NXT tonight. Now, lots going on with NXT as far as the show goes. I'll run through the card real quick. And then I will get to that chat and say hello to all the folks out there. But yeah, I mean, a decent card for tonight. Lola's going to take on Izzy. Ren's going to take on Kalani. We got more in the world title picture. The speed tournaments are kicking back off. We got new merch. Don't forget that. Jasmine is going to be in Miss Parker going to be in action. And then the Culling. We haven't seen the Culling do much. They're going to take on OTM. OTM's kind of repackaged a little fine-tuned. So we'll see what that looks like tonight. And the birthright as far as Dempsey going to take on Shiloh, who Shiloh's gaining popularity. We're not really sure what his gimmick is, quite what it's supposed to be, but it's kind of getting over. It's kind of wacky. It's kind of wonky. You know, he's always like in the back, you know, building stuff. And I don't know, man. You guys can let me know how you feel out there. But looking forward to tonight. Lots of buzz, lots to talk about last night as far as Raw goes, as we set up and get ready for Clash. Crazy times, crazy times. What will Dynamite be tomorrow? That's something that we're probably going to talk about a little bit here tonight, but are you ready for Dynamite? Is it going to be worth it? Can they carry momentum? Let's say, at minimum, it was their best show, if not their second best show of 2026. Let's say that is the case. Then what does that mean for Wednesday? How do you keep that going? How do you make that matter? That is my question. That is what I'm wondering here. What can they do? I don't know, but I hope it's good. But that being said, I will mention Spaz, Roderick, Damien, top three from last night. That's the XP points. The more you chat, the more points you get. Super chat, super stickers get you bonus points. So get in that chat. Click the buttons. Be a part of the show. Be a part of the fun. Get in the top three. We got lots coming your way. Lots of opportunities to get in that top three as well. Become the prediction champion. That link is in the chat. Get in the chat. Click it. Become the champ. Take on Chris, our friend Chris. I don't even know if Chris has returned to acknowledge his championship win, but shout out to Chris. The title will be on the line again. 2 shows, all on one prediction card. So you got to go good all weekend long. We're AAA and we're doing Clash. Quick turnaround. What you got? What you got? What you got? But Zach, first in the chat tonight. How you doing, buddy? National Blueberry Cheesecake Day. I do like a good blueberry cheesecake. Not a bad day to have. So If you get your hands on some, folks, enjoy it as the day is today for some reason. Jason back at it again. 1967, the Beatles released the album Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Long time ago, even before my time, believe it or not. But a classic for sure. Welcome back, Jason. Eric, good to see you. Good to see you. Lola, Izzy, Ren, Kalani, tonight, so much more. Should be a good card. Again, the women very much highlighted on NXT, looking good, doing good. So, yeah, I mean, ultimately, for my money, this should be fun. I want to see, there's intrigue right now with NXT, and you can tell me if you agree with this at home or not, but there's definitely intrigue with this show right now. I don't fully know a lot of these characters. Not many of us do. So I know what the talk about Mason Rook has been, but is he worth the hype? Does he come in? Does he work? Does he grow? Does he get over? Do we look past everything? We'll see how that works out. We talked about Lizzie. We talked about Izzy now kind of being in more of the forefront as somebody that's been around for a minute. But seeing Tavion with a new vibe, seeing Evil come in that we haven't seen much of yet. So more to come with him. So a lot of intrigue in this show, a lot of curiosity, a lot of what if, maybe, let's see what's up. So, I mean, it's very interesting from that standpoint going into tonight. Looking forward to Jada Parker versus Layla Diggs. Absolutely. Let's go. Another new name on the scene. We're still looking at Kendall, who seems pretty solid at the top. Damien, welcome back, Damien, the leader of the Hopium Tribe. Guys, this is an interesting bit of news. I did not have this on my bingo card. Didn't expect it here, but Nikki Cross, Big Damo, both formerly of the WWE, they purchased Progress Wrestling. We've done some work with Progress at times in the past. We're a big fan of their programming. I was surprised. I didn't really know or I hadn't really heard that they were on sale or shopping around. But yeah, I mean, good for them. TK just announced Chris versus Sheeta. Philly Light Street Fight tomorrow. A woman's street fight. Let's go. Saw a lot of that with the men on Sunday. So let's get the ladies in there. Let's go. All right. Fair enough. AEW Redemption will be taking place. Yes, so Damien's got all the news here tonight. It was announced today. Montreal. Everything's coming up in Montreal lately. But AEW is adding Redemption. Not Backlash, not Revenge, Redemption. But they're adding AEW Redemption to the calendar. July 26th. It will be my birthday weekend, if you will. But very interesting. And looking forward to it. Montreal crowd, as much as they're not I'm not the biggest fan of Montreal when it comes to sports. Their fan base and that building rocks over and over and over. Go watch the playoffs. That building's loud. Happy birthday to many people today. All right, we got a list. All right, Eric came prepared. Trick Williams, Steve Macklin, Pam Greer, Foxy Brown. Let's go. Helena Bonham Carter, Miles Davis, let's go. Stevie Nicks, Philip Michael Thomas, and Miss Lauren Hill. Shout out to Lauren Hill. Let's go. Kevin's in the house. See Money. Sean Reed, let's go. Do what the man said. Hit all those buttons. Don't forget the little reaction buttons. They help the algorithm, and we are rolling. We're getting closer and closer to 11K already. We want to get to 15. We want to get to 20. We want to keep hitting these milestones, and we appreciate all your time and all the support. So let's keep this party rolling. We're having a lot of fun with it and crushing milestone after milestone after milestone around here. What up, KJ and Big Nick? Happy Tuesday. Shout out, Big Nick. There you go. That's me answering myself now. Tony Khan just announced Jericho versus Ricochet tomorrow. I did see this. Everyone banned from ringside. So after you do a stadium stampede with 14 guys, you say, all right, let's run it back 4 days later and have nobody around. Does this mean somebody unexpected will join the mix? There will be another little twist here. Maybe. I don't really want to see Jericho and Ricochet. I don't think, and I mean this in a constructive way. I really do, guys. I think Jericho could be doing something else with a baby face, and him being still the kind of Healy veteran holding him down. And I think Ricochet, for as much as people think Ricochet's an asshole, he should be in the ring with better talent, younger talent, more athletic talent, talent that can really push him to give us grade A matches. Like, we know this is where the best wrestle, then put them together, let them wrestle, right? Like, he should be in there with Ospreay and Swerve and Kevin Knight, and there's a lot of names that would be better for Ricochet's career than Chris Jericho. Just my 2 cents. So we are about 2.5 minutes away from the start of NXT tonight. What's up, NXT? NXT, let's go. Welcome back, TJ. Damien got you, MDB. Tuesday night, yummies. I jumped the line and caught you already, but KJ isn't wearing sleeves. That's it. I'm sleeveless. It's hot, man. I don't do well with all this warmth. And yeah, it's hot. So, fuck them sleeves. KJ sounds sad. He's lonely. I'm Mr. Lonely. Yeah, all by my lonesome. But yeah, no, I mean, they made me all sentimental and introspective here. No, shout out to the boys. I know both of them would like to be here, but we're rocking and rolling. Let's go, Roll Tide. I have a good feeling on the next predictions, the 4 Life predictions, title chance. Reader, you could have it. You've been close. I will say this. Reader did email me. I did mention earlier, now we are sending out the results of your predictions. So we'll send you your point totals. This time I kind of misfired early, so a couple of the matches were marked, they weren't marked off with the point. Regardless, when I went back and corrected, the Chris won. Chris is the champ. But from now on, we'll be able to track it, and we'll be able to put it back to you guys. Again, trying to step up our game and get it more interactive. So coming this weekend, same thing. You'll make your guesses. I think the first 3 questions are, kind of a squash. So I think the highest you can get is, 3 minus the total. Shiloh is an unhinged IT guy from the county. It's crazy. Like, was he an incel? Was he, a hillbilly? He's kind of a mix of everything. And at first it was confusing, and I don't know if it was quite hitting the way he wanted it to. But as of late, and hanging out with Tatum hasn't been a bad idea. It's working. It's absolutely working. Sonzo Gonzo. Absolutely. Summer is upon us. What's up, Ricky? How you doing? Get active. Let's blow up this chat tonight. It's a Tuesday. Let's have a big one. Let's have a fun one. Sup, KJ? How's it going, Garrett? Welcome back. Paul, good to see you. Roll Tide is in the house. Kevin, Bradley, Z-Man Scar, dial 1-800. Whoop that birthday trick. Let's go. So I am getting the Netflix logo, folks. I will let you know where I am if you want to sync up at home, and we can watch together. One old big happy family here tonight. So again, get in that chat. I think I'm about to get now. If anybody wants to know, I'm almost doing this out of habit. Forever. All right. So there you go. If you want to watch at the same pace or at the same timing as me, I have us all together now. Welcome to the Wrestling for Life Network. If I haven't said that yet, welcome to the show. And again, we're here all week long for all your favorite wrestling folks. Kicking off this one with the crowd view. Lots of matches. Like Nick and I have talked about advertised matches. I think NXT gave us a good amount of advertised matches for the show. So a different kind of approach for NXT opposed to kind of the main roster shows. But there's Lola doing her walk-in. Lola, 2 belts, looking good. Right out the gate tonight, folks. Feeling good about it. Feeling good.
Yums.
Izzy with the culling. What up, Jake? How you doing? Nikki Cross been stacking up her green ducats. How she afford that? They're just been shelling it away, man. Been smart about it. So good for her. I think it's really cool. So we'll see what that means, how that changes things over there. But yeah, I mean, a pretty well-known name as it was. But here comes Ren with Kendall. And we are off and running on the Yum Yum-a-thon tonight. You heard me. I really watch NXT, but I'm going to watch NXT. There you go, man. It's a good time. Watch it. We'll enjoy it. We'll see how it goes. Should be good. It should be good. They're going to split Progress Wrestling roster like Raw and SmackDown 2. Very interesting. Right? Yeah, like literally. I wonder why. But here comes Kalani Jordan. I will put a poll up, folks. Again, get in that chat. Let us know who you're taking in this opening match, wasting little time. How are we feeling about Kalani Jordan? Is it working? Is she getting under your skin as a heel? Does that work at all? How are we feeling about this? How is she progressing for you? Oh, jumping right out the gate. Baby Liv trying to get control here. Crowd's buzzing. And we are off and running. Right into a roll-up. Philly lights out street. Really, Tony? Yeah, I'm assuming they're in Philly. I hope they're in Philly. KJ B-Day weekend. Get your ass in the chat, folks. In a few months. Let's go. Let's go. It's going to be a fucking party. I'm going to have to go to Montreal. I think it's weird, too many people's birthdays. Yeah, I don't know that many. I know you're not referring to me anyway, but hilarious. KJ, who's worse, Montreal or Quebec? Well, that was interesting. Yeah, I don't know how to. Montreal's in Quebec, so I mean a little bit of both. I mean, I'm trying to find a political way out of this one, but yeah, the Quebecers can be a handful. Nobody likes them, Ken. There you go. There you go. He said it for me. Why didn't I just click on that? I didn't say it. He said it. I didn't say it, but I thought it maybe. Me either. That's why let's go quickly out into our pre-show conversation for the evening. Let's go. What's up, Bradley? How you doing? Let's go, E-Quiz. The Knicks sweep the Cavs. Historic. New York went wild. Have you ever had a cheeseburger on a pretzel roll? Then you've never had greatness. The pretzel rolls are phenomenal, my friend. Phenomenal. So we got an arm bar. Wrenching back on that shoulder. Kalani trying to get to the rope. Rick O'Shea could have been working with Braun Breaker and such. He wanted this. I don't feel bad for him. I guess you made your bed, sleep in it, right? So you got a very valid point, and maybe there is no sympathy for that reason. And if you're going to walk and talk like you're this big top guy doing big things, maybe you want to make sure your actions back up them words. Kalani still trying to get to the ropes. Lil Liv checking in to make sure she doesn't tap out. Ren, let's go. Thank God last night for GD from NY and Sean Rossab saying that Liv's booking. Well, go watch them. Go watch them. She's fine. Crazy shit. I hope Jericho wins tomorrow. KJ got a lot of beard in this warmth. It's true, right? It gets warm under there. A little fan, you can't see it. Fuck them. Let's go. What's up, Cooper? How you doing, buddy? The ladies are on the outside. Kendall looking good tonight. Alexa, play Lonely by Speaker Knockers for KJ. I consistently accidentally turn that fucking thing on, so let's see what happens. It's time to grow up, okay, buddy? Yeah, yeah. Let's just be mature about it. If that's what the people want, you got to talk to the man with the gray beard. What Ken say? The camera. Oh, dude. I don't know, man. That feels long overdue. I think it's so cool we get to see the predictions results. That's awesome. I'm glad you like it. Sorry for a little bit of the misfire week one, but hopefully we get the kinks out of the situation. I do believe some are getting a commercial break. Kalani on the floor, Ren in control, but hurting as well. I miss Spazzer. Spazzer! 5 bones in the bucket. What's up, KJ? You got the best show of the week on those broad shoulders, Nikki and Damo. Bot, Defy, and Progress. Your thoughts? I think it's incredible. Again, I mean, we've had a slight relationship with Progress, so we're big fans. We're a big shout out to them. This feels like nothing but a positive move. Surprised, but good on them. I mean, I kept asking why we couldn't get more Nikki. Damo's been gone for a while. They get to stay closer to home and such. So I think it's nothing but good news. I'm very intrigued to see what they do, what their plans are, where they're going to take it. Shiloh's social media is hilarious, right? He's nuts. He's nuts. It's time. WFU, let's go. Let's go. It's true. Everyone make sure to hit that like button. Let's go. Let's go. Hit the like button. Hit the little reaction buttons and see if we get those hearts to pop up. And I do believe that 74% of the chat went for Kalani Jordan. So, yeah, quite the favorite here in a decent match to start off the show. Not bad. Not bad. Together. I'm that far behind. Let me catch up. What's up, James? Nick Bin here. Nikita might not only be called up, but added to the faction of Chelsea, Tiff, and Blake. Thoughts? Also, how you taking the heat? Lots of cold drinks, my guy. Lots of cold drinks and no sleeves. No sleeves. No sleeves and possibly no pants, but definitely no sleeves. Nick's ducking Tuesdays. He's like, I can't take this. I can't take this. It was his. He was very much the NXT guy for so long, but now Nikita struggles. We got a few names not doing so well. Dark State didn't hit very well. Interesting, but hilarious. I think that faction's a great idea. By the way, let's do it. Let's do it. Why not? KG White, you are a great host. Kevin, I appreciate the love. I really do. You're far too kind to a fella. Man, Zarya, I like her because she's weird and freaky and awesome. James, I get it. And I think she's powerful, strong. She has a presence about her. I think over her time working with Soul, I think she developed more charisma, a little more confidence. I expect big things from Zarya. I think she's going to have this little bout now for the North American title. She could probably get it. That would be my vote. But then after that, she's definitely going after that world title. And she might be one of the ladies that pole vaults kind of past our normal process and ends up on the main roster as well. Because I think she'll do fine transitioning. You can really tell Ren is from Texas. It's almost like she borrowed it from somebody, my guy. What are we doing? What are we doing? Austin Theory, he's dating Liv Morgan. Oh, shit. Is that even true? I don't know, man. That's going to break some hearts. If you thought people hated Austin Theory already, wait till this circulates. Is that? I've never heard that. What's up, Kenny? How you doing, buddy? How you feeling on a Tuesday? Oh, Wayne, I think. Hello. If I said that wrong, let me know. Welcome from Texas. Let's go. Boston, welcome back, sir. How you doing on a Tuesday? Wow, imagine being that petty to start shouting out the other stream because you want to fill your diaper that no one wants to feed into your obsession. I might need context on this one. What up, homies? This is what that was the first message, followed by "What up? How's it going? How's it going?" MDB. I picture that. Yeah, Boston. What is that comment? Austin Theory looks like Justin Timberlake and Liv Morgan wants to be a fake Shitney Spears. I mean, there you go. The power couple of the WWE coming soon. Theory, but what does that mean for Maxine Dupree? Where does she fit in all this? What is going on with Soul Ruka? WWE is jobbing her. Oh, I don't think they're jobbing her at all. I think they're setting her up to be the IC champion. So I have no worries about Soul. I know she's had some unfortunate luck and had a bit of the hiccups to start her WWE career, but all of this, even the angle that was on Saturday, sets up a title match. I think she becomes IC champion sooner than later. Thakita, shout out. Nick's been taking Braun Spears the last couple days from KJ. So R&R is important, folks. Denisha, let's go. How you doing? How you doing? The Brock versus Oba can really go either way. Hard to predict because when you set up Brock versus Oba 3, my assumption is that, Reed, we're heading towards Oba Brock 3, right? All this builds towards Oba Brock 3. We get there, it's good, we like it. I think Brock cheats, or Brock is underhanded, a low blow, an exposed turnbuckle, Paul Heyman, and then Oba goes for that third and final one. I like this. I like how they've written this. I like how they booked it. I like that people out there right now are kind of refusing to get behind it because instead of just saying, "Oh, I was really surprised, that was really good," they're saying, "Why did they even do the retirement?" Which I think you can't do the surprise at the level the surprise was without the retirement. So for my money, this is gonna be good. But right now, Ren's in trouble reaching for the rope, and Kalani drags her into the middle. A decent match, like a pretty strong match to start this show. As she's got her in just stretching her out. She taps. Kalani taps out Ren St. Clair with kind of like a pulled back cloverleaf. Anybody got a name on that move? It looked good. It's all that red meat down in that area. Anthony can't catch a break. He'll be missed tonight. Hopefully his power can come back soon. 150%. I was looking forward to hanging out with Anthony. Him and I haven't done it as much lately. So I was looking forward to it. And we were smited. He was taken away. So we will have a good show to avenge our missing Anthony. And we look forward to getting him back on here soon. Of course, you'll be back on Thursday for TNA. Tomorrow we got Dynamite. Friday we got SmackDown. Remember, SmackDown is an afternoon show. And then Saturday we are here for AAA. Sunday we're here in the afternoon again for Clash in Italy. Looking forward to this one. Big time matches. Kalani slides out, got a big smile. So if you pick Kalani, you get the point. We go to the back with Lizzie and Tatum. Lizzie Rain. Would be a miracle if Ren wins this. Apparently. Shiloh. Boston was addressing a certain person who was upset. Oh, amen. Thank you. I was like, I'm like, what do we do? On that comment. Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you. Sometimes when I'm a little behind and I catch up, I'm like, what is you saying? But no, thank you. Appreciate the clarification. As we got Angel, Papa Shaw. They're making a list of spooky guys. The thing about Soruka is that she's new, and as soon as they get new people, they like to push them to the moon, and then they fall flat on their ass. She's horrible, botch machine, and her promo suck. I disagree with the promos thing. I'm going to say she's not a horrible botch machine, and you're going to say, well, look, but I think she had some real bad luck out the gate. I don't know if it's fair to paint her with this whole brush of like, we've seen her have really good matches. I think she's going to be a star. I think she's solid. Big fan favorite. I'm not worried about this at all. I think you're being very critical. Yeah, and I don't know how accurate it is, but fair enough. 2 count. I mean, if she comes out and does it again, we're going to, at what point does the streak become concerning? But we are going back to last week with the Dark State, the Vanity Project. 2 count. I got to catch up. Ran is a cheeky girl. Facts. I love this Brock Oba series idea, most because it's what we thought it would be initially, 100%, right? Like, so now we just found a kind of an instead of just being like, you're going to get it, here it is. 1 match, 2 match, 3 match. We kind of went a really good way about it. The promo, the pre-tape package they did with Brock, I thought that explained everything perfectly, clearly. And it makes sense, right? Like, holy shit, I just got destroyed, but it's not sitting well. He's not happy about it. So we'll see if he gets his get back on Sunday. Spazzer, 5 bones. KJ, we get too many mid-card titles. We've got the idea of the low card. Bring back the European title. Also, early predictions, Theory, King of the Ring. Let's go Theory, King of the Ring. As I sit here right now, and I have nobody to object to me, I will go Austin Theory to win the King of the Ring. But realistically, LA Knight's a good shout. But I don't know. He's always close, but no cigar. Bridesmaid, not the bride. Can LA Knight pull this off? But by the way, we are in a commercial break, if anyone is wondering. Again, thank you so much for the super chat. Remember, folks, super chats get you bonus points, get you up on that leaderboard. So get in the chat and get your points now. I'm being so bossy. I love women's wrestling. Came to the right place. How could we not? Some of the podcasters out there, the old-timey guys, the gyms, like, these women, these darn women. Like, bro, how do you object to any of this? I don't, again, is it wrong to say, like, we're here to be entertained? Enjoy it? Oh, I can't. Oh. I don't get it. I just don't get it. But hey, I don't like Becky Lynch. She's annoying. I mean, I think she's purposely annoying. I get that. As long as entertain me with Brock Oba stuff, and it ends up not doing a disservice to Oba, I'll be happy. Yeah, I'm there with you, Boston. I don't want to see this push Oba back. People have talked about when Brock comes in, gets the win, they're even, and then Brock moves on to Gunther. That doesn't really help. That doesn't really help Oba, right? That's why I'm kind of expecting Oba winning twice in a row. Seems a little out of pocket as well. Maybe. So you can tell me what you think, but I just don't know. I don't know if 2 is going to be enough. Peach Buckin. Bro, I don't. Spaz, I'm not clicking that one. Smite me, oh smitey smiter, right? Big Liz. I've been on Ren. You have, no doubt. MDB's constantly hyping up Ren. Technically, in the ring, she might be one of the best. Like, it kind of gets overlooked. I found her personality kind of grating. Like, for the first while that she was around, I don't know. Her character didn't vibe with me for whatever reason. But between bells, she's good. Now her and Kendall and kind of calmed her, we calmed her down a little bit, I think. She's good. I mean, I can't tell you the last time I've seen Ren have a bad match. NXT Shallow Hill. First Lady match was good with total of 11:39 minutes. Okay. 316 got a stopwatch out. Bad gal Kalani is one of my faves. Let's go. She again, I like her as a heel, my guy. I think she's done a really good job of kind of digging into having a bad attitude. It's working for her. It's Tristan Angels. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about him yet. Anybody got an early thought on Tristan Angels? Ren was annoying as hell with the QPCC, quarter pound crew, but it worked for me. It was like DW from Arthur. That's a great way to put it. Fair enough, right? And I mean, that's what I'm always kind of preaching is that we got to give these wrestlers a chance to grow and change. And, yeah, they might have sucked a year ago, but we can't, not see them a year later, see them grow and evolve, and then just say, nope, they're still that shitty wrestler they were back then. BJ, evening KJ. What about the Brock wins? Then we get the last beast standing. Brock entire career on the line at SummerSlam. Very possible. My only concern is there's a large gap between Clash in Italy and SummerSlam. So do you do it at Night of Champions? But it looks like we're about to get some Dark State. As we watch Dark State, well, 3 of them have solidified, and they got an X over. They got an X over Sugar now. Poor guy. Bubba, how we doing, folks? How we doing? We need more challengers for Liv. There isn't many. I think there's a lot of women around. I think one at a time. I'm not even positive we're done with Steph yet, but I don't think there's a lack of women that could challenge her. That's me. They're dispersed to tell you one of one superstar being a mid Carter is what am I reading, Spaz? According to Oba, we'll see an actual death on Sunday. I mean, unaliving. It's a bit strong, Joe. Maybe you should have said, end your career for good, put you on the shelf for good. Generally, you don't want to kind of promise something that you're never going to be able to do. You're not legit going to kill him, but you might, put the beast down once and for all. Obafemi and Brock Lesnar is the first time I'm calling a DQ. That would be an interesting finish. What if Brock doesn't win? Like Brock doesn't pin him? What if there's just a DQ? And maybe it's Brock that takes the DQ. I don't love that a lot because then you could still kind of get away with walking away. Interesting. I know a lot of these wrestlers. I watch a lot of Evolve. There you go, Damien. Let us know. Let us know. The Solution. Tristan Angels is Pete Dunne and Charlie Dempsey all in one. That's a good way to put it, Paul. Even visually. So the Dark State's cutting a promo, and I miss Sugar. Where is Saquon? Dark State's kind of getting booed. For life. Dark State looking a little eyed. a little light. Yeah, I got to tread with caution right now on this one. X marks excommunicated. It's out. You're done. You're toast. Now the Dark State lacks energy. Dark State theme hits hard. It does. It's actually decent. Cheapest of cheap plugs. AAA and Clash previews coming this week. And double hangouts this weekend, 2 p.m. Saturday and noon Sunday. Love y'all. Shout out Spazzer. Who's that? The crowd is giving it to them pretty good. Cutler's not a great promo. I will say that. I don't know if Dion's hitting either right now. I want to eventually Liv Morgan versus Roxanne. I can't wait for Liv Morgan and Roxanne. We want Saquon, I think they're chanting. They should be chanting, we want Sugar. I miss these summer NXT shows. Let's go. Are there a group of people chanting, no, we don't? What are they saying? KJ with MJF having a celebration tomorrow. Does anyone interrupt? Most likely. I can almost guarantee it'll be somebody. It might be Darby, but Darby got beat up by Kevin Knight, so probably not. It'll be someone random. It'll be like, Kyle Fletcher. It'll be somebody, and then, they're just going to stopgap it till All In, right? That's what we're assuming now. Is that a fair assumption? This promo's not really hitting for me. All right, Bradley, I've triple and quadruple checked this. I made the thing for 10, and then I saw something that said 7, and then I was like unsure, but I literally left it at 6:30 because as I sit here right now, I have a screenshot of 7 p.m. as the start time. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not sure. What up? These are all former college football players and one real wrestler. Facts. So the Dark State kind of explains themselves a little bit, and now they're out. So they'll still have problems with Saquon when he returns. But I have to admit it, not the best promo. Not my favorite promo. As Lola's now in the back, having a little chit-chat with Kendall and Ren. If Dion don't save this promo, he's going to be back and reading books, right? Lady B, welcome back. But, yeah, I mean, it feels like they were missing Saquon's energy. Am I wrong about that? Like, it just didn't feel good. We're getting at least one interference from Dark State tonight. I would expect so. They've been such a big part of it. They're going to do something. But we are getting a speed tournament first round. Legacy against Van Dux. And Marino versus Nathan Frazier. Romeo Marino versus Nathan Frazier. Yeah, I heard that rumor, Anonymous. I did hear that rumor. But we go back into a commercial break, folks. I will take a moment to remind everybody we have all the merch. We have all the summer drops coming out. Make sure you go get yours. We just released a bunch of new stuff. We still have our Nike apparel. I still have a chat message. There we go. Let's knock it down. But Nike apparel, go get your logo branded stuff. Go support the brand. The pre-match shirts are awesome. It has all the ingredients listed on the back to make up your favorite IWC member out there. So yeah, check it out soon. Check it out today and click the link down below. Don't forget the prediction title is on the line this weekend. The link is in the chat, so make sure you click that as well. And real quick, I'm just gonna run an ad so I can take a breath. That's right, folks. As Dion was on my screen, but we got the new drops. Go check it out. Go check out our merch. Support the brand. We're trying to grow it. We want it to be bigger. We got a long list of t-shirts, but we got to sell some to make some. But everything from the pause for a cause or pause for the cause. What are we doing? Our new summer ones. Go check out We Are the Clips as well. We don't need the footage from the company. We are the Clips. Nah, I'm just stalling. But what else do we got going on here tonight as the show rolls on? And we are still on a commercial break. I think we're going to get the speed tournament up next. We'll see how that goes. Strong exhale, deep inhale. There you go. Cool. Woosah. Callie Armstrong, Callie, whole body strong. Every bit of Callie is strong. I'm backing the guy from Jersey. Let's go. Makes sense. Cutler would work in FTR stable. That's interesting. Kind of fits the mold. I see what you're saying for sure. I get that. Speed tournament up next. There you go. Thank you, Dale, for confirming. But yeah, a lot of new faces kicking around with this. Tomorrow, Kevin explains his actions. We would hope so. We would hope so. Question becomes, will Darby be there? Will Darby be at Dynamite tomorrow night? Will we get Darby Allin? What do you think? Is it possible to get Darby Allin on Wednesday? Will he come out looking for revenge? Will he just be hurt and unavailable? Will we see Darby Allin? Any guesses? Anybody think about it? After Clash in Italy, Oba is going to be strutting with the arm cast in a sling. I think Brock is going to put him in a Kimura lock and break Oba's arm. You write him off. Is that how we stretch it out to get to SummerSlam? It's not a bad, I mean, you could do something like that. Not a terrible idea. Oh, yeah, says Booker T. Here comes Sean Legacy. I will put a poll up. Then I'll return to the screen. But where are we here? Bum, bum, bum. But Sean Legacy going to take on, I believe, Van Dux. Now, because of the World Cup, we put flags. Let's go. Let's go. How we feeling out there, folks? How you doing tonight? Who wins? You let me know. Legacy. Sean Legacy's been good. He just where was he? He just wrestled. He wrestled somewhere outside of was in AAA, but he's looking good. Van Dux. Let's go. Let's go. We don't know much about Mr. Van Dux, but we'll see how this goes. You are correct. My apologies, sir. Everybody. As fuck. Yeah, I didn't honestly, Bradley. I think you're talking about the time. I've literally seen mixed reports, and so I changed it. And then I was like, I can't. I'm just gonna wait it out, and like hopefully Thursday or Friday. I do think at times, and some people are gonna say, "Oh, don't be stupid," but some of the companies really need to make it like clear, like this is what we're doing, this is when we're doing it. But yeah, there was definitely mixed reports for sure. So don't feel bad, my guy. It was confusing. Can't wait for my "What Are We Doing" shirt. Let's go. Coming soon. Keep checking that mailbox. Sheep Farmer is his promo from LFG, and he brags how fast sheep he shears sheep. He did kind of include that in kind of his bio little thing, his little vignette package. So yeah, very much the Sheep Herder, 2026 edition. Legacy Tope up and over. Oh, it was a reversal. Sean Legacy for the win. Darby will be in the hospital eating from a tube. Oof. The replays of some of his bumps are intense. Sean Legacy for the win. Van Douche. Darkwing Ducks. I like it. Van Dukes, says Booker. 3-minute warning. Yeah, this is a speed match, so we have 2 minutes left on the clock. That looked gnarly. 2 count. This legacy guy is giving me a mix of Buddy Murphy and Ace Austin. Okay. Fair enough. I always call him Jack Cartwheel because he does actually remind me of Jack Cartwheel. They seem very similar to me. Do we get Piper Rooks tonight? Are we calling him Piper Rooks, Ken? I hope so. I hope they keep building that up. Mike Bailey is going to confront Kevin Knight tomorrow. Yeah, I imagine that Kevin Knight, you could have Speedball fill in while Darby's injured or out, right? Let Darby have a couple weeks to recoup after this crazy run that he was on. And then you can slide him back in and return. Van Dux looks like XL Noam Dar. He does. See, he's like the after pitcher. So far, this show has been better than last night's Trash Raw. 316. I don't know if that's true. It's been okay. Maybe they're both kind of equally okay, but this is picking up in a hurry. You gotta be, take the. Here's my advice, my friend. Take the bitterness out. Take the anger. Take it out. Just put it somewhere else. You can talk about the wrestling. You can watch tonight, and instead of saying this is way better than Trash Raw, just being like, this one's really good, and we can focus on the here and now and what's good, and we don't have to, add that extra to it. Let the hate go. Let the anger go. There's a better way to do this, and you can enjoy just more than one part of something, and the whole success or failure shouldn't be contingent of it. As we got 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Spanish Fly. It's over. What does that mean? So both competitors are eliminated from the tournament because they failed to get a win. So Van Dux and Legacy have been eliminated from the speed tournament. And so I guess the other two now become semifinal. Yeah, so the winner will go on to the championship as they both get a bye. So it will be Marino and Frazier. Nathan Frazier could be going for the speed title. Bump, 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 bump. There's the prediction link, folks. Get it now. Get it while it's hot. Voting up until Saturday evening. Have you seen her? Yes, we all have, I think. It does give you hope that heaven does exist. Layla Diggs talking to Natty now. Now, Layla will be taking on Miss Parker, who's been working with Natty. Natty. We got Natty. But Miss Parker in the building. Natty is corny. Paul, be nice. But she is. I mean, that's always been her problem. Just a little too soap opera. She would have been great on like General Hospital. But I will, excuse me, folks. I will put a poll up for this one now. We'll take down the last one. 64% of you were oh no, it went to nobody. I didn't even put nobody as an option. All right, who wins? Who wins? Who wins? So we are going Miss Parker. Ba, 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 ba. All right, polls going up. If I lived in NXT, If I lived where NXT did their shows, I'd be there every week. It'd be great, wouldn't it? I mean, if you had the access, I know some of these fans go quite frequently. So, I mean, I think if I had the opportunity, that'd be phenomenal. Oh, shit. Oh, my. Oh, that's one. Now, is this Stefan's little sister as far as Diggs goes? I'm curious. All right. I like MJF and Darby. I think they deserve so much. But Darby's title win was an anti-mania stunt. And the hair thing was dumb. The babyface tried to win with a low blow pause for a Foley. Kiss up was cringe. I think it was just the wrong placement. I don't believe that the whole hair thing was necessary. I know some felt like it added something somehow, but if you didn't pay it off, there was no point. There was 0 point to do the Darby situation with the hair. Didn't make sense. Um, I would have rather MJF found a crafty, devilish way to get his rematch, as a heel should, instead of groveling like a bitch. I'm glad MJF won it. Darby is a talent. He's a guy that you can use, but he's a mid card guy. He at best. You give him one of the belts, you make it the holy fucking shit belt, and you let him run wild in that division. Diggs for the win. Layla Diggs out here packing peaches. Miss Parker, how you doing? Advantage NXT has freshness and don't have numerous talent for multiple years, like main roster, where the majority of the roster around the many years. That is why, Anonymous, when you see people upset about like the New Day moving on, or Adam Copeland moving on, or some of the talent that no longer, I mean, they're great. You know, Edge and Christian just put on a great match and won the world tag titles. They're good, but you also still want, like, we've seen the New Day for over a decade. Sheamus is another guy we love Sheamus, but he's like furniture at this point. So every time Sheamus comes back, it has a little bit less excitement to it. I think Rusev's there right now. I like Rusev in the mid card, kind of putting other talent over, but I still think Rusev, we've seen so much Rusev. That's why Javon and Ricky and Oba and you know, the class of new ladies that just came up. I think it's a much better feel. It feels newer. It feels fresh. And NXT's got the challenge of trying to juggle it in, out, in, out. Pause. Darby sucks. Tell me how you really feel. God, Diggs for the win. Diggs for the win. But then does that lead into Jada struggling? My struggle. She needs more natty. All right, all right, all right. My only issue with the main event was that the payoff didn't happen with the hair. Now there was no point to it. I liked it up until they didn't pay it off. So I can see that the hair thing was a good now. You're completely right. You can't make that stip unless you're going to do it. It's just, there's no point, right? Everyone's tuning in. Like, people had signs already, bald, you know, MJF. People had memes and tweets and all this shit about bald, 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 bald. Poof, gone. So if you're not going to pay it off, what's the point? Because then you do shave his head and you get a month. You get a month of, so Layla's with Natty. I thought Parker was working with Natty. All right, I don't know. I missed something. But right, you have all that time after the fact to pay off MJF actually being a heel and, you know, wearing wigs, trying to hide it, wearing hoods, and every chance you get, baby faces keep pulling his hood down or pulling his wig off, right? But no, Parker for the win. Why do you think the WWE Women's World Title Championship not defended at Clash in Italy because of Triple H or TKO? I think it's because of Triple H. I think it's a booking decision. There's already a bunch of titles. You have Night of Champions coming up. You also have Liv in an angle right now. Right now, it's not about Liv. Liv's wrestled. Liv's got her title. And this is where some fans miss out and misunderstand. And I don't care what the little guy from New York or anyone else had to say about it. The fact is, we see a lot of Liv. And right now in Judgment Day, it's about Raquel and Roxanne. Because when they turn on her, then you have your angle. Then you have your story. You're not just throwing champions in the ring every week because it's the cool thing to do. You have to understand why Liv's not going out there and having nothing matches. There's no point. She's building a story. She will be fine. And again, I just think right now that card's stacked. I love Liv. If she could have had something, maybe part of it is Stephanie and getting Stephanie back to 100%. That it could also be a factor. Grizzly, what's up? What's up? KJ, have you ever watched what's on the menu from Strowman? I have not seen an episode yet, just clips. Big shoulder. Yeah, Layla's surprising. Up and over and big super kick. Hello, Miss Parker. Miro needs to go. Anthony, I don't necessarily disagree, my guy. Miro, to me, would be a guy that would be really good in TNA. Go down to TNA. Your Rusev Day buddy's down there. He can do his thing. He can stand up a commentary. Good old Matt. And do the Miro and bring you in proper. It's right there for you to do it. But that would be my vote. I think both are at the fault. Plus, they don't have anyone for Liv. Yeah, I answered that already. But no, it falls on like TKO is not saying to Triple H, we don't book Liv. Like again, it's simply, and maybe you mean it's the case of like you have to book this instead of Liv. That could be a case, but it's Triple H, guys. To me, that's where the bullet stops until otherwise proven. They basically gave Darby the here's your title, damn, title run. Yeah, facts. They wanted to validate the title run. Everyone was so critical of the fact that you did it just because they were in his hometown. Well, it was more than that. So look how good his title run was. They overcompensated, right? They went out and got themselves a big pickup truck. Yeehaw. Bald, he should have embraced the character and became the Andrew Tate type character. You could have done that. There's options. You got options. It's Parker firing up. Crowd getting loud. What's with dude, Ken. The Avs and the Vegas Golden Knights in the conference final, and everyone forgot to tell Colorado that the series started. I know people are going to say, oh, well, Cal McCarr was out. Yeah, but this is a stacked, dominant team. One player does not this team make. And I know how good McCarr is, but that's an excuse at best. Sucks to not have him, but you should have a lot of moving parts anyway. A lot of times in hockey, I feel like you have Parker gets the win, staring down Natty, looking into the camera. Parker back in the W column. I like it. Decent match, good pace. Not super long, but very in and out. Don't overstay your welcome. Big win for Parker. And again, she's staring down Natty. But real quickly, just back to Ken. The Avs just sat around, right? Like, I mean, when you have so much success, do you get a little complacent and then you get a team like Vegas or, a hot team on a streak that have kind of been battling? They just kind of come in momentum. Momentum means so much at times in sports. And I think that's what this is an example of. It's rare that anybody ever comes back from 3-0. So, Colorado's all but done unless they got a miracle to pull out of their pocket, no matter how good they are. This is crazy. And I mean, if you're a Toronto Maple Leafs fan, nightmare fuel, because, that's Marner. That's the guy that wasn't good enough to play in Toronto. And Montreal over on the other side, battling. It's been a crazy playoff. And we have the most hodgepodge mixed group of folk. But we do have the birthright, hop along Lexus here, and Fraxium's in the building. This might sound a little tough, but do WWE just give all black women the same gimmick or what? I don't think so, my guy. I really don't. And I think this day and age, they bring their own, flavor, and they kind of take it the way they want to take it. That's where I would make the comparable or similarity. But anybody that's spoken about any type of bias or lean or in the booking, it's not even close to accurate. It's very unfair for the company. She is in a feud with Miss Parker. MJF should have been a ruthless, bald-headed geek. Yeah, man. I think they should have paid it off. There was no point in adding that step. Mark Davis versus Jack Perry, Owen Hart tournament match tomorrow. Okay. Mark Davis has been a little bit on fire. KJ deny. Oh, stop it, bud. Go. I can't deal with it. They have Liv defend it at the next pay-per-view in my thought, but she's fine up until now. Facts. I'm okay with that. Again, I think you forget, like, she's literally involved in a storyline. Like, they're doing something with her. She's on TV almost as much as anyone else. Like, again, I can't help people. I really can't hold their hands. If you don't get it, you don't get it. It's okay. But she's perfectly fine. Natty would fit well in Japan promotion, where it's more based on the ring work. Yeah, for sure. Liv at Versio, possibly. I'd be down for that. Cake power. Let's go. This match is bouncier than Javon Evans. Different reasons. Jada finally wins. She gets the W. Let's go. Give MJF a crowbar sign. The champ changed my mind. Chokes. Jada wins. Let's go. I'm not changing your mind. Danhausen cursing everybody. Fraxium's here. Hodgepodge. Holy Grace. Nice little transition. That's like saying Lash Legend and Kalani Jordan have the same gimmick. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, not accurate. Yeah, I'd argue that there's variable differences. You're going to get similarities as well, though, right? I mean, how many cookie cutter bleach blondes do we have? I mean, that's more of a holy shit. There's a lot of y'all kicking around in this one. If we're being fair about it, Paul, I think, we joke about it. There's so many. We'll be interesting to see what Tony D has to say for sure, and who actually steps into this whole forefront. How does how do we build towards his next big title defense? Everyone does not need to do a moonsault, but the way my body would explode hitting the mat. Oh, bro. Or Lady B, bro. Yeah, no. I think I'd rather belly flop. Like, what are we doing? What are we talking about? But a lot of people are doing moonsaults lately. That's like saying Naomi has the same gimmick as Kelly Armstrong. Yeah, not true, right? I mean, again, I think it's completely unfounded. And I mean, again, I know they've been criticized for, the Japanese wrestlers or um, I mean, the Samoans are all the same, right? Like kind of vibe. But they've been criticized of, typecasting, stereotyping. But as part of, again, I think what we're seeing is, the similarities exist because there's similarities within the people. So I don't think it's out of pocket by any stretch. Raquel will turn on Liv after she costs her the title opportunity. I do think that there's something coming. I mean, we've seen the growing frustration. I think it's going to be Roxanne, though. I could be wrong. Yeah, look, right? There we go. Kairi Sane is released and Asuka is gone. Suddenly, the Raw Women's Division has gone downhill. Oh my god! All right, I can see that I'm going blind, my guy. That's like saying Soruka is the same gimmick as Kiana James. Yeah, right. And I mean, again, I've heard theories about that. And I'm not directing anything at you, Paul. I know there's some people out there that really try and kind of throw these kind of things out there. And I do feel like maybe once upon a time, sure, it just the landscape doesn't feel that way right now. Who do you have going over Jack Perry versus Mark? I'm gonna say Mark just because Mark's been on a hot streak. Here comes your champion, Tony D. The Blonde Factory should stay open for life. Forever. Forever. Let's go. What's up, Solution? I wonder if Danhausen would take money to curse someone. LOL. I'd pay him like 1K to put a curse on a crazy ex. Facts. Let's go. Yeah, I can think of one or two. That's like saying Zari and Zelina are the same. Yeah, again, yeah. Point proven. Tony D. Tony's got a mic. All right, the champ's got something to say. I'll take this poll down. 76% of the chat was correct. That's like saying Roman's gimmick is the same as Kenny Omega's. Another great example. Does Boston have the same gimmick as MDB? I'll be quiet now, Ken. Ken might have just got the comment of the night. Let's go. Jose and MDB, definitely. Dean Malenko's daughter made her NXT debut before NXT came on the air. Facts. Shout out to little Malenko out there. I remember I read her name. It's slipping my mind. I'm sure you could tell me, Damien. But big news for her. And Dean was a great guy and a great wrestler. So happy to see it. Tony's about to call somebody out. Lights out. And here comes Naruku. I feel like I'm saying that correctly. My gimmick is indefinitely better. Let's go. Infinitely better. We have knee pad. Knee pads win, folks. It's true. It's fact. Science. That's like saying Royce Keys is the same as Bobby Lashley. But you could see the similarities. But it's not to say, you're necessarily forced to be that. As evil, Noroku on the way out to the ring to confront Tony. Very interesting. What was like that time last year? We all had those blonde women and they all looked the same, sounded the same, talked the same. And then Kendall Gray changes her to look, and now she's better, right? Funny. But we were laughing, right? Like that whole backstage, and it was, Light Bright and Carly Bright or whatever the fuck, and just a collection of them. You had to throw Thea in there a little bit. And then everyone's look kind of started to evolve. Like Fallon changed up and started going darker. But yeah, we had the whole like, holy shit, there's a ton of just Carmen Petrovich. It was just a collection. Anthony said Raw, Clash in Italy, Go Home show was boring last night. Hasn't NXT gotten boring too without Oba, Trick, and Javon? Last night was an okay show. It did have some down spots for sure. Tonight, I don't know. Tonight, nah, NXT's been now. Obviously, that's a big loss, right, John? Losing Oba, Trick, Javon all in one fell swoop. You know, you're seeing Tony take the lead, and Evil come in, Cam Hendricks. So yeah, it lacks that vibe, but I think we're kind of as fans hoping to give them a let's see what they can do. There you go. There you go. Twin love. The twin flames, MDB and Jose. That's like saying KJ is a bat as bad as me because we're Canadian. Yeah. Shots fired. Let's go. MDB is a tribalist and I'm a dick. Completely different. It's true. There is a definitive line between the two. Here we go, Evil. How dare you? KJ, since Grande is so successful and the only gimmick created on the main roster, should more gimmicks be created? That's a good point. I mean, considering how controversial it is. Now, would you give them credit for the NXT talent coming up as their creations? Oba's their creation. All of it is really like all this new talent. Javon coming in. Yeah, you signed on a guy like Penta, who's not. Ricky's not really. But yeah, a lot of them are kind of homegrown. There's a good amount of homegrown. Fatal Influence. That's like say KJ's gimmick. It is. It kind of is though. Kind of is at this point. Io's husband is here. Facts. Am I the only one who doesn't care about Tony D as NXT champ? I'm not totally sold on it, Roll Tide. I like it. I like his look, his vibe, his energy. I don't know. It just hasn't quite got me yet. Maybe more due to kind of the moving parts around him. All of his challengers are, unestablished, so to speak. So saying evil is not the same as Asuka and Io Sky. Yeah, pretty much, bud. We got it. Yeah. Julia is now blonde. Oh no. That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, is that true? Tony D. Oh, wait a minute. Evil blocks the shot from Cam. And there goes Cam out the ring. As Evil actually protects Tony. Lacey Simon, that's Dean's daughter. There you go, being honorable. Noroku. He is honorably evil. All right, all right. Now, is that building up? Negative pop. No pop, none. Carmen Petrovich needs more screen time. What a lady. Yeah, I don't know. They kind of gave her a little bit of love. I do think she got a minor injury for a bit, and then she's been MIA. A good old Canadian girl. So I believe a Canadian karate champion. So be very interesting. She definitely there's a few out there though. So Carmen's you got to get going because there are some prospects out there that are going to be knocking down this door very soon. We're in the back with Miles and Tavion. NXT feels like some indie show. I don't know. It just feels very kind of flat for some reason. It's like saying Carmen's gimmick is like Uma Thurma in Kill Bill. Oh, wait. Dark State. Dark State. Taking out Miles. Taking out Tavion. Dark State. There you go. There you go. Your promo sucked, but your beatdown is all right. Maxine's husband. Let's go. We know all the spouses. Takahashi is going to be the next one. That's been the rumor for a while, Byron. Cam Kendrick is a wannabe Trick Willie. I get the comparable. I think Cam's got a lot of upside. Big body, definitely cocky and confident on the mic. Very interesting. Colorado versus Vegas is starting. Let's go. Cam looking like the Rock 03. That's, I think, what he's going for. But yeah, definitely got that vibe. Mick Foley has been added to the commentary team for Dynamite and Collision. So they did make it official that Mick Foley is all elite. Here is my only complaint and my only question. Why are you putting him on commentary? Who is coming off commentary? And maybe we don't know the answer yet. But you're not just adding him to commentary, correct? Am I crazy to think that that's asinine? Am I crazy to think that that's definitely not the way to go? Another, and again, a guy who's kind of chatty and Mick. Do Mick Foley, Taz, and Tony, and get rid of everybody else. There you go. Who do you think will sign with AEW as former superstars? Lots of options, Alan. You're better off just send them our way, and I'll let you know yes or no. Maven Lowbrow. Get out of here. That is hilarious, Boston. Cam Hendricks got to lose that this Mohawk situation he's got going on. Yeah, he kind of feels like he's trapped in like his gimmick is loading, so but it's got like parts of multiple different gimmicks until they kind of get it down. Like I don't quite know that he knows what he is yet. That's like saying me and Barack Obama are the same because we're both from Earth. That is a very deep cut, but very true. I think Tony D is going to be an NXT lifer. I could see why, Easy Bake. I think the gimmick he currently has now, there is a chance, a better chance that there's something there for him on the other side. There is something that I could see happening. Baron Corbin is returning soon. That's what the rumor is. Veer is coming. Never. Tony D drops truth. We wrestle in J's now. People at home sick worrying about creases there. I think I read that completely wrong. We wrestle in J's now. People at home. I see creases in there. Got you. Got you. I think a little over my head, but we're rolling. I don't even know what Tony D's gimmick is. Doesn't scream NXT champion. Yeah, it's interesting that way. I mean, he's still the kind of the proud Goomba, if you will, but again, a lot more serious, and just being a big tough guy at the end of the day. But I don't know, is anything exceptional about Tony, where you kind of feel like he's that upper echelon? We wrestling Jays now, people at home. I'm telling you, I'm missing something there. Cam Hendrick ain't worried about no creases. Laugh my ass off. Very honorable, very evil. Yeah, right. Facts. TK is definitely gonna misuse Mick. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Again, if you're gonna add him to commentary, you got to kick somebody out. Sugar's out the group. Makes no sense. No, I disagree, Paul. Time to go, buddy. And Sugar was definitely the energy, definitely the fun guy, definitely the more upbeat. So yeah, I don't understand what the issue with that being. It actually to me makes Dark State worse. Mick Foley should be GM. What are we doing? What are we doing? I think he should be GM. If Daniel Bryan was not an option, Mick would be perfect. Mick Foley come out and then, somebody give him a hard time and he gets that screechy voice. You don't tell me. As here comes Nathan Frazier with Axiom. Nathan Frazier about to take part in a speed tournament match. If he wins, he will compete for the speed title. I will put a poll up, folks. You let me know who you're taking. Who you got? Who you got? Who you got? Moreno. I even have to pause at times of like, who are they wrestling? Do they really need Mick Foley in AEW? They're going to remove Bryan for Mick. I don't know if they're going to remove Bryan. Like, what do they do with there? Or is it that, okay, Bryan's not going to be on commentary. Mick takes over. Bryan is the GM. That works for me too. I think I gave a really fair, pretty understandable, easy way to accomplish Bryan Daniel being the GM of AEW or Dynamite. Mick Foley is too annoying for commentary, but he's an upgrade from Excalibur. He's a good side, like a wingman. He's a good wingman. He's a good color guy. Again, if you had like him and Taz and they could kind of, Mick could play it like uber babyface, Taz could play it kind of heelish, and then you got the straight man in like a Shivani being like, you two, stop it. Shivani is a bona fide cheerleader at this point. All Bryan does, I like Daniel Bryan, but all he does on commentary is talk about how each wrestler and every little thing they do is super good. Everything, oh, he's so good. He's so good. He's so good. That was so good. And we are off and running, and Nathan Frazier lands a hell of a drop kick. Follows it up and over. Clears. Who do you think will singing the AEW former superstar? It could be a lot. I think I got there already. I'm going to catch up a little. Dynamite and Collision needs a draft, the amount of wrestlers. Yeah, but again, they don't really split the shows. So unless they're going to definitively split the shows like they originally intended to, then there really is no point to kind of have the draft unless that's the decision. And then have something distinct. You have a lot of talent. You have a lot of underutilized talent. You have a lot of talent that is MIA. Right. Nick will be missed tonight, to be honest. I hope he's somewhere right now spouting off ridiculous takes. You know he is. You know he is. KJ in the sneakerhead community, people value the Jordan sneakers and will protect them at all costs, just not Cam. All right, that went right over my head, Lady B. I appreciate you. But yeah, got it. Now it all makes sense. It all comes full circle. But I miss Cam, kind of all of Cam, actually. So they slapped Fraxium back on NXT. Looks that way for now. Okay, announced for next week. Not bad, not bad. See what this means. See what Cam can do. See if they can have a good match. We broke Nick. Sugar's got way more upside as a single. I do really like Sugar and what he's going to do. He really did stand out in that group. He really did come to the forefront. To me, he felt more of the leader than Dion. Dion's a talented kid. As we saw tonight, promo not the best. He's had good ones. That was not one of his best ones. So yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing Sugar kind of, get into this, at least the angle with them and getting revenge. Thirty seconds. I got 25, 24. Cam's shoes were fired. I wish I could agree. 1 minute, even less. 16, 15, 14, 13, 12. Superplex. Full rolls through. Oh, roll up. And there you go. The kid gets the upset. Fraser gets burned. Romeo, Noam Dar's little cousin. Romeo looks like the guy from Super Troopers that eats all the mushrooms. Anybody gets that? High five to you. But SmackDown needs a tag team, especially with the cuts. They should drop the tag team one set of tag team belts. So they should unify them. We go with one set and rotate the way the women's do. Looking forward to the mud. Yeah, we still have that to come, folks, as we are a nice chunk into the second hour. OTM and the culling, but Noam Dar and Romeo, they're a little bit of a hug. Marino's very proud of himself. The 1-2 tree kid, as the birthright looking on. Romeo will take on Lexus King. Thank you. Yo, holy shit, right? He's currently charging. He's pre-mad powers. We're on 1%. Yeah, we ran him hard and long for the last little bit here. So, yeah, deep breath. And, we're up to something. So, a much needed, much deserved, much earned night off, though he's always missed around here. Roman looks like a fake ass Ralph Macchio. He does look like Ralph Macchio. All right, ham sandwich it is. Little Romeo. He got the win. When do we see Armstrong versus Lola? What's still left? Shiloh against Dempsey still to come. Shiloh. We got the tag match, OTM and the culling. We've got that already. That's done. Izzy and Lola main event. Interesting. Let's go. Don't forget Dynamite tomorrow. 3 hours of Dynamite, the fallout from Double or Nothing. Lots to talk about, lots to get into. It should be a hell of a time, folks. We're looking forward to it. So make sure you're here for that. The snozzberries taste like snozzberries. Facts. Nick needed a mental health day. Facts. Absolutely. So I believe we're in Mental Health Month. Next month, men's mental health month. So big issue near and dear to our heart. So yes, make sure everyone out there is charging their battery and keeping their soul feeling good and staying on the positive side. Talking to you, 316. Positivity. Positive breeds positive. Pay attention. Tony D's gimmick works up until he opens his mouth. If he's doing the dark, intimidating character, he can't sound like Italian Mickey Mouse. It is a tough problem, right? Like at the pitch, right? You're talking to me, but it's that nasally pitch he got. I get you, Boston. Could Tony move up and be part of something where he's not the focus guy, or he's a guy? I know we mixed reviews on factions, but does Tony need people around him? We are live. We are always live, my guy. Rocking and rolling tonight. And again, I hope everyone out there is happy, healthy, and safe. Come back tomorrow. Thursday, we got TNA. We're looking forward to that one. And then Friday, of course, SmackDown. We're going live in the afternoon, and it shall be a good one. Still on a commercial break, and more of this coming up. What are we looking forward to? Izzy Lola should be good. Izzy Lola should work, right? Armstrong wants a shot at the NXT Women's Championship, as she should. She's going to be dangerous for any champion. Another 3 hours of Dynamite. Are you serious? Yeah, man, I'm serious. So I told you, it's funny because we went through Mania season, and then we were kind of like, all right, we're good. And then right back into May, and May was crazy. So we've been live, and then we have the 3 out of 4 weeks had 3 hours. Shows all over the place. It's good times. Let's hope the King and Queen of the Ring tournament is 16 people and it's 1v1. I really hope so, Byron. I hope it's solid. It's probably going to be 8 because they're lazy. But 8 I could see on each side. I want it to be good. I want it to be competitive. Make the matches count. Make them important. Make them feel like the competitors genuinely want to win that tournament. Don't just mail it in. Oh, we do this every year. How many early shows are there going to be for the next couple of weeks? 4. 2 SmackDowns and 2 Raws. First fight of the game. Let's go. Scrap, scrap, scrap. Maybe give Tony D manager who speaks for him and he only says few words every now and then. Like when he had, you could have used Rizzo, someone like Rizzo to kind of do that for him. She's got the attitude. Maybe she's got a little more of a punch than he does. So far, Tony isn't doing bad, in my opinion. I'm open to seeing him and Naroku does or how it goes. I don't disagree with that at all. I just haven't been totally into Tony, and maybe that's because everyone kind of left, and Tony was the guy holding the belt when everyone was gone. Because we got Mason in the back. Rook's not happy about missing out on the title match. I'm excited to see Enzo and Corbin in WWE for sure. Technically, it's 2 hours of Dynamite and 1 hour of Collision. If we want to be accurate, I know. They're to me still missing an opportunity to build a really cool thing. But what do I know? AEW doesn't need 3 hours. They really don't. Get you. Oh, now Narako talk. Evil. Talking up to Rook. We get almost 6 hours of WWE main roster programming every week, and you'll be fine with 3 hours of AEW. Oh, it's hard. That last hour of Collision feels like holy shit. OTM gets jumped by Sean Spears. Sean Spears laying waste. Doesn't even have Nico. There's Nico. Renee will be interviewing Kyle Fletcher and Don Callis tomorrow on Dynamite. That's announced. Yay. But that's good. I want to see what Kyle Fletcher has to say. I'm excited. I legit am excited to see Kyle Fletcher return. Boston WWE main roster programming gives me the yums I'm looking for. AEW does not. It's true. AEW is the lowest yum yums per capita going right now. Armstrong. Okay. Triple H loves his triple threat, so I see that happening in the King of the Ring tournament. I don't like the triple threat tournament matches. I'd rather not. And I agree with you, Paul. We are definitely in the triple era at times. The calling is falling. Armstrong back again. So we're not getting the tag title match, or the tag match, not title match, but the tag match. Looks like OTM and the culling are canceled. And now Thea and Armstrong are exchanging words. Thea's got new hair and a little leopard print. With the size of AEW's roster, needs more than 3 hours. Did they really? I know we talked earlier about a draft. Do they consider kind of doing something like that? They got to find a way to get some more of the talent on TV, right? You use Moxley constantly, you use Callis constantly. You're seeing the same people over and over. We got to find a way to kind of mix this up. Azaria is being mean to Shiloh. Anyone else remember MJF in GTS? No. I do. There you go. Boston, she has a daughter, though. I don't know what I missed. In 2026, MDB dudes can have daughters. What just jumped the shark? AW is restructuring there is a yum deficit at the moment. There is definitely a yum deficit. I mean, even from you know, both sides of the docket, we got some issues, but yeah, it's lacking. It's lacking for sure, Lady B. In my opinion, AEW has a really good women's tag team champs, just no competition for sure. I really want Tony Khan to focus on his tag teams. Focus on your women's tag team division. Stop putting people in tag teams and then only to have them in singles matches. Um, yeah, I mean, I kind of want to see more. Your men's side of things, you don't use it at all, and you have the opportunity now to bring in a couple more heavy hitters. You already have a bunch of really good tag teams. Yes, this is where the best are employed, maybe. Let's see them wrestle. So here comes Shiloh Hill, which I did have on the docket, taking on Nathan Dempsey. I guess I'll put a thing up for this. Let's see. Who you taking, folks? Shiloh Hill taking on Nathan Dempsey. Doesn't sound like the most marketable brouhaha here. But the surprise of the night is Romeo beats Nathan Frazier. So Nathan Frazier and Fraxium back down doing a little tour on NXT. And Nathan Frazier takes the L in the speed tournament. What is happening in my life? Shiloh against Dempsey. Who wins? Who is victorious? Who cares? There we go. Not in my universe. At least no Moxie match announced yet. I'd be shocked though. Are they going to start? Are they going to remember that they're doing the Will Ospreay thing? Because John Moxley and Will Ospreay, like nothing to do with this story they're building, existed. Like they didn't do anything at the pay per view to continue the Will Ospreay John Moxley storyline. So I think they should just let it die. Act like it didn't happen. We show up Wednesday and Will Ospreay's happy that he had a good match at Double or Nothing and we're moving forward. Let the Moxley shit go. The Moxley stuff only hurts Ospreay, and again, on at the pay per view, wasn't really addressed. Raggedy Heifers. Suplex. Let's go. Charlie Dempsey for the win. Hill for the win. Dempsey for the win. I'll go Hill. Got Hill for the win. His name is Charles. Well, I'm sorry. We do apologize. Shiloh. The crowd's got a little Shiloh thing going on. Shiloh. His name is Shiloh. Is that what they're saying? AEW keeps signing talent. Once signed already more 130 to 160 wrestlers. I believe it's more than that, Anonymous. I think you're up past 200, but I could be wrong. Wrestlers for 3 hours is nuts. Again, if you're trying to hold this argument that Tony Khan is not signing wrestlers just to hoard them from other companies, granted, he will allow them to work with certain companies. Yeah, it feels a little hypocritical. For those who point the other way. Spears doing his Austin Theory impression, right? So right now we go to commercial break. Shiloh doing a little hippity hop, Dempsey on the outside, and all his friends coming to have a conversation with him. Mox cheered Ospreay during the entry. Oh, that's right. My bad. I forgot, Jose. I take it back. Moxley did this. He's a proud papa. I taught him an armbar. In a month, I've taught him an armbar. Either you're a shit student or you're a shit teacher. Usually AW has 4 hours of programming weekly, and that number also includes the talent in Ring of Honor. That's true. Also, for fun sakes, can we stop with the inaction? Like, if we are returning wrestler is back, stop making them fight random ass people and make them do an open challenge. I would just like to see more people, especially like you said, on the returns and stuff. Like, what happened to people fighting just because they wanted to fight or they didn't like somebody. Hey, I want to fuck you up because I don't like your attitude. I don't like your face. I want to rearrange it. I'm sick of looking at it. What are we doing here? Right? Sean Spears is the leader of the Vision and would be amazing. Might be a bit of a reach. I don't know how well that would compute. It's crazy. Forbidden Door Redemption. Then a month after that, London. Yeah, like I'm concerned again. We've talked about it. Tony can be his own worst enemy, and sometimes more is just more. So, hopefully, there's a plan. You don't want too many of these big shows close together. I think sometimes WWE has that problem, where we got these big shows stacked up against other big shows, and then neither show kind of hits the way we were hoping. Fletcher's back. Yeah, Fletcher's back. Ba, 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 ba. Shiloh, Shiloh. Are we getting behind this? Is this working for anybody out there? There is too much friendliness in AEW, and it's so fake too. We know you're ego driven, self filleting. Some bitches hate each other backstage. Oh, this whole like the kumbayas and the, I don't buy it. I do feel like there's a lot of protecting. There's somebody, we were just talking about, putting people in random mid card stuff. It's to keep everyone equal. This is the problem when you don't have a merit system. When everyone's just on par and anybody can show up and do anything, the show lacks feeling. So they're relying on big moments over everything else. Moxnesia, let's go. I might be. This is not good. TK wants to be the very best, like no one ever was. To sign them is a real test. To book them is the cause. Again, it doesn't matter. You can keep saying, like MJF said it, and it says it all the time. And it's this like go-to trope. Look at our roster. So what? Yes, on paper, AEW has a phenomenal roster, but doesn't equate to phenomenal shows. Uh, doesn't equate to consistency in booking. Doesn't equate to creating superstars or selling more tickets. On paper, great roster, but you use about what, 25, 30% of your roster, 30% of the people who are signed. You over focus on weaker talent. You over highlight guys that are holding you back, like a Moxley, and the company goes stagnant. The company goes down. Now, right now, they feel hot. They feel like they're heading in the right direction. They feel like they're figuring some things out. But are they? He was so close. Imagine John Moxley as Ash Ketchum. He was so close, Jose. So close. Ba, 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 ba. I'm fully prepared to hate tomorrow night, but I have hope TK finally follows up with something great, with something good. I hope so. I mean, I think what I said about, the idea that Double or Nothing had a different feel to it for me. Felt a little bit, cleaned up. Maybe not all the way. Maybe some of the stuff just got thrown in the closet, not but it felt a little cleaner, right? A little crisper. The matches didn't feel like they had horrible dips, and even some of the matches that maybe weren't pay-per-view matches still did okay. They held in, they did their own thing, so I'm not mad about it. 10% of their roster. Okay. He won't. He might. Kyle Fletcher versus Ospreay for the AW title at All Out. I'll bring an amazing story of Kyle beats Will at Full Gear. That's like very long-term storytelling. Ospreay, Fletcher, I got no problem with those two guys having an angle, running a story, and going through a little bit of a program together. My fear, it's going to be like Ospreay wins and it's Ospreay Jericho. As there you go, Shiloh finds a way to win. MDB didn't take anything you say about AEW seriously since you're a tribalist. Man, AEW has monsters like Brody King, Wardlow, and Brian Cage, and they had Big Bill. They've had so many big men. They don't like booking big men. You still see, GOA over there that don't get booked super great. I know they're flanking Ricochet, but they take a lot of L's. The little guys. It's a little guy company. It's okay. Here comes Tristan Angels to talk to Shiloh. Anyone else kind of just okay with this one here tonight? Like it's let's go. Let's go. What's your feelings on Thea Hill confronting Armstrong? I think it's interesting. I like Armstrong as a big, powerful woman. Thea's spunky and a nice little rivalry. If you want Callie to kind of, or if you wanted to kind of keep that heelish vibe, I think Hale comes in really nice. Soggy fries ass matches. Facts. 7.5 out of 10. Yes, AEW has a roster that's impressive, but NXT has been better with probably way lower pay. Way lower pay, and again, it's just a matter of making it make sense, making it work, booking the talent you have. I feel like Shawn Michaels is maximizing the talent. I feel like Tony, in a lot of cases, is minimizing the talent. So we're gonna have a pageant. There's going to be a Tristan Angels Shiloh Hill pageant. Got to catch them all. Got to catch them all. Got to catch them all. That's jokes. As Izzy getting set for her match. That's all that she wrote, folks. We got main event yum yums, and we get to go home tonight. Yeah, that tells me everything I need to know. Here comes the culling. KJ. So Nick traded Tuesday for Wednesday, showing signs of self-professed AEW sicko. Nothing's official yet. We might be doing some changes on the channel. I know NXT was Nick's baby for a long time, and Dynamite was kind of mine. So we might be changing up some of the programming. But I almost feel like you might, my guy out here trying to bring that inside scoop. And if you go to Nick's X, the fact that anyone could call Nick, anyone can accuse Nick of being a sicko. All you got to go is thumb through his social media. It makes me like it's gonna the good. Well, you're gonna see it tomorrow. We're gonna be here live. The battles on Wednesdays are fun because everyone knows how I feel, and I hold them over the coals because I want it. I want it to be good. I started this because of them, and I will continue to criticize, as long as they shit the bed. I'm a Russian judge when it comes to AEW Boston. I feel that way too at times, sir. I'm not even going to argue, MDB. You can have that. There you go. Angel's back. So we're getting a little bit of Angel setting up something. I guess they're going to do a pageant. I don't know what that means or what it's going to look like, but we will be here for it. the upper mid tonight. This is upper mid. I get you. Yeah. That's what it feels like. I'm not like, oh, this is so bad. Very not into it. Mr. NXT pageant in 2 weeks. Oh, fuck. All right. Episode is mass so far. Definitely a 6-7. Well played. Celebrating being choked out and getting pun bad booking. Celebrating being choked out. Don't get choked out. Be safe. No, I'm kidding. But bad booking for sure. NXT pageant. What the fuck? No, let's fucking go. You're pumped. We're getting all the yum yums now. We got a zesty gangrel out here. I don't know why, Boston. That definitely popped me. Zesty gangrel is ridiculous. It's so stupid, but so good at the same time. Why is Shiloh Hill remind me of Buff Bagwell and that hat? The hat. That's why. Sean Spears is getting kicked out. Yeah, you get lost. Nobody at ringside. We got to do this. Stories can carry wrestlers higher. That's what they need. I mean, it's super important. And again, that's what I'm saying about like a lot of people angry about Liv, but she's actively on TV. I know she's not having a lot of matches. I know, but again, I mean, maybe it matches. But we'll get there, and I think that's okay. I think stories are important. I think that's what this one. And there's a lot of like, again, like I don't want to be too critical on NXT because they're definitely reloading. They're going through some. Nick comes comes across as torn as he's liking AW more recently. It's because MJF got that belt back, right? He got that scarf on. He feeling good, right? When's the next NXT PLE? That's when you see Tony Dean Ruku. That's a very good question. I was just looking at this earlier. Don't know. It looks like we got that backlash, Clash in Italy, Battleground. No, not sure. Nothing really announced. Great American Bash in July. All around SummerSlam, we do imagine. Heat Wave, not till August. So yeah, it's another interesting thing about NXT right now. When is their next major thing? Lola, Vice, or Izzy? I'm gonna put a poll up. You guys can let me know who you're taking. My money is on Lola to retain, but Izzy is dangerous. Didn't they have like a 2-night event coming up? Did I miss that? I thought they had something coming up. Or did that already pass? Son of a bitch. Well, I don't know if anyone else has different information than I do, but I have nothing confirmed. I don't have a Great American Bash confirmed. I don't have Battleground confirmed. I thought they were doing something new, but I can't remember. That's so funny. He's gone through it. He's gone through the thick of it lately. Yeah, he's taken strains from both sides. He's been called corporate. He's been called a shill. He's been called an AEW sicko. Again, follow the boxing ball. My man's been through it. So she's going to lose now. Trouble in the calling. Too bad she can't get her shine. But could she win? I mean, Lola's super over right now. Lola, I'll let Zarya choke. Relax, simmer down. They take lickety split too. Tapping quick, my guy. Going over prediction questions. What are the realistic chances Gunther wins? Some people think he's pretty strong. Now, I will say, because of some people kind of putting that, I don't really like Cody vibe. So every pay per view, they're very heavy against Cody. But I do find, Gunther feels like a legitimate challenger, a legitimate threat, a legitimate scare. Oh, shut up. Is the next pageant calendar replacing the Chase U calendar? Right? We gotta figure it out, right? Maybe. I'm fully convinced MDB is only attracted to women that compete his ass. It does seem like there's a trend. I do think he, you know, he likes a little firmness to the peach, to the cake, to all of it. With the MJF skirt out of his inventory like GTA character, right? Yeah, just well, here it is. Jokes, it's true. Hopefully Gunther wins WWE title. Cody needs a break. I'm kind of with you, Chris. I kind of like the idea of Cody just kind of like go away for a little while. Let's see how we feel about you later. But they're arguing he's super over and the fans love him and he sells tons of merch and da da da. The smart fans tell you he's boring and we're sick of his shit. Got Vice for the win, NXT Championship match. Her name is Lola Vice. Why is Maven Low Brown getting a title shot? I thought he was getting is he actually getting a title shot? Thought he was getting like an eliminator. Breaking news: Spazzer, $10 in the bowl. Breaking news per no DQ. An ex-writer for WWE reveals that they almost brought back the NWO during the Thunderdome pandemic era. It would have been Lars Sullivan, Sheamus, Cesaro, and Nakamura. That can't be accurate, bro. That can't be accurate, bro. Can't be. Spaz, I appreciate the super chat. Remember, if you guys want to catch Spaz at the top of that list, you got to get in those super chats. And we get MDB's Mistress for his Rocky Horror Picture Show next week. That's facts. Nick's breaking point is Austin Theory. It really was. Really just kind of, I got to find the coronary clip and kind of make sure that makes sense. 6-women tag match at Noche de los Grandes. Yes. Yeah, it's just a bakery of a match. Let's go, La Toxicas at Noche de Grandes. Noche de Grandes. Are we going to be here at 10 on Saturday for AAA? I think it's at 7. Boss, we talked to Bradley. Bradley went and did some research. I've done some research. I think it's at 7. If anyone can send me proof that it's at 10, I have a screenshot that says 7. But we go to commercial break and OTM is fighting off with the culling. What if Gunther wins? Brock puts career versus title at SummerSlam. What if Gunther wins? Brock put? Yeah, that could be it. I think to be fair, I think Nick threw this at me that Gunther could use the world title to entice Brock into one more match. I just don't know. Like, do you lose to Oba in a best out of 3? And then turn and go to Gunther just because? I don't know. I'm kind of torn on that yet, but I could see how you would do it. I want to see the Hydra on my screen at AAA. Let's go. Challenge me. God damn. Lola. Her name is Lola. It's a title shot next week for Maven Low Brown. Okay. That match is not going to come to completion. Sure. Izzy Lola. Two count, mucho gusto, MDB, gracias, amigo. Cervezo, por favor. Spaz is the 90s Bulls, which is with his chat points. Spaz just killing it, just dunking on everybody. OTM. It's at 10 Eastern, 7. I don't know about that. I have documentation that says otherwise, Boston. I need proof. It's been back and forth, and I'm not saying you're wrong. I literally made the call outs with 10 on it, and then I went back and changed them because I saw information that said 7. They've been fucking around. There goes Izzy Dame backup. There you go. As Izzy's got a Boston Crab. Triple A's at 10. There you go. Now someone else said 10. Nobody knows. Yeah, I just showed on the screen 7 Pacific, 10 Eastern. There we go. Now we're getting confirmations. There you go. Because I'm not changing it again. But I do now. Where do I let me see. I don't know. I don't trust it. It's been a pain in my ass all week. Like, just tell me when to watch you. Right here on my page right now, 7 p.m. Eastern time. It will be playing at 4 p.m. Pacific. It will be 6 p.m. Central. It'll be 12 a.m. UK. It'll be 1 a.m. Europe. Shall I continue? 3 a.m. in Arabia, 5:30 a.m. in India, 8 a.m. in China. It's right here on June 6th. That's not June 6th. My bad. Let me go back. On May 30th, 4 p.m. PT, 7 p.m. Now, unless this source sucks all the willy, that is a possibility. Dun, 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 dun. Anybody? I know. Are we assuming it's at 10 because it's usually at 10? Or do we know that it's at 10? This chat's been funky all night long as far as... You have to bear with me, folks. Some of these chat messages are in and out and disappearing. Chat has been odd tonight. Boston, Maven Low Brown cracks me up. That's wicked. That's some of Boston's best work right there. Boston Crab. We told him we wouldn't call him that anymore. We wouldn't lead you astray. I believe you. I'm looking. I'm looking and I'm confused. Mixed messages. Maybe we'll just show up at 7 and stay till 10. I don't fucking know. Then we're right on both fronts. Arm bars. Right now we go for the pin to get out of the arm bar and into a walls. A walls of Izzy says 9 p.m. everywhere I look. 9? What do you mean 9? 9 wasn't even an option. It said it on NXT? Fuck's sake. All right. We'll go back to 10. We'll see you at 10. We'll be here at 9:30. We'll catch the end of Collision with everybody, and then we'll watch AAA together. I literally just read you what was on my screen. Somebody be lying. Remember, folks, I always say check your sources. Perfect example. I'm trusting what they just said on TV. So they did say it on TV, so I'll trust them too. That would have been handy information when I started this fucking rant. But here comes Lola. The ref is down, by the way. Double clothesline, both women down. I'm going to try and get AAA a TV deal next year. I don't know how pressing that is. They're on Fox down south, so I don't know how pressing they would try for like a North American deal or like a Netflix deal. I'm still waiting for more word on Lucha Underground and what that means. You don't believe us? If you do, the search would be over. I believe you now. I believe you now. If you would have said the TV said it, I just read. I don't know. I need a better source. The time is flat circle, KJ. What time really? I don't know. It's just a construct. Just put AAA on Nettie like everything else, right? That's weird. How long before that happens? But Lola's got the pin. The ref's noodled. Nose and Izzy kicks out as the ref can't count. We're already watching AAA. Who's going to come out? Who's going to cost? This might actually be Izzy for the title. All right. I forgot. I'm slacking.
Yum yums.
Izzy's got the belt. Izzy's got a belt. She throws it to Lola, then kicks her in the face. I like that approach. Oh, Lola kicks out late. Lola kicks out late. Lola is so bodacious and bouncy. We love Lola. Lola V. Nice. She chucks her the belt, kicks it into her face, gets a 2 count, and the champion fights on. Match of the night by far.
Yum yums.
Izzy's got the belt. Oh, now Lola goes into the choke. Izzy's flailing. There's finally something on this show that kind of woke me up a little. Raf lucky I want to get bumped by Lola. Be gentlemen. Be nice. But yes. Come on, be nice. 2 count. Best. And still. That's a hell of a match. Hell of a match. Boys everywhere are going to be cropping the finish, the picture of the finish of that match. But Vice wins. Crazy match. Good match. My favorite part of this show tonight. Lola is my Vice. MTP, bro. We will take a rating out of 10 coming up, folks. We'll see if anyone interrupts the celebration. But we are close to shutting this one down here tonight. 3-2. Not bad. Not bad, Dale. It's okay. It's okay. A good match. A really good match. Nice back elbow or the swinging back fist. And Lola, 2-belt Lola, standing tall. I think Izzy just said, fucking kidding me. Oh, we go to the dark state in the back. Oh, man. Dark State is back. So we end the show. This is a moment on Tuesday where I wish Nick was here. But Dark State ends the show. But Saquon stalking in the background. All right. That's NXT. That's the show, folks. We are done. We are dialed in. Let me know what you're taking or what you're giving, actually. NXT gets 7 out of 10. We take a rating out of 10 for every single show. And a hell of a main event here tonight. Super happy about the main event. Some decent, Dempsey, Shiloh was all right. The tag match never happened. This match was pretty good. I like Parker getting the win, getting back in the win column, staring down Natty. Maybe we get Natty versus Parker. I don't know. This is very intriguing. Speed matches were speedy. And that's it. The main event was the main event. It delivered. But get your ratings and let me know. I'm telling you right now, I'm definitely lined up with the gentlemen that have already put it in. Pause and pause. 6.5 out of 10. 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. I'm a 7 as well. 6, I could see why. If it wasn't for the main event, it was getting a 6, Chair. The main event sucked. I would have given it a 6. Sugar's coming. He's lurking. Lurking. You'd be looking over your shoulder. They're in trouble. But the Dark State walkout. I like that they're making this feel important. They're spotlighting it. You know, it's the last thing you see on the show. It really helps Sugar get over. It's like giving us his Batman vibe. Man in the shadows and the hot. Let's go. Sugar is in the house or outside the house anyway. 7 out of 10, 6.5. Kind of a mad show. Did kind of feel mad. I'm with you. And you. 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. Sugar thinks he's Sting, right? Come on now. Was a 6 main event cooked, so 7. I'm right there with you, Reed. Exact same explanation. I felt like nothing really pulled me in tonight. The Dark States promo wasn't great. But the ending of that whole situation works out. Again, some average matches, some okay matches. We're trying to develop that connectivity to the new blood, to the new group, to the new roster that exists in NXT. So for my money, it's a 7, very average. If the main event had been lackluster, I probably would have went 6.5, 6. 0, no Trish and no Nick. There you go. 6.5. Good match for Ren and Kalani. The Yums kept my attention the whole night. Great work from them. Never a lack of Yums on a Tuesday. Jose, I see you. Sorry, Dale as well. Giving Jose a chuckle. But ladies and gentlemen, that is NXT. That is the show. It is in the books. We're back tomorrow. The fallout from Double or Nothing. Can TK and crew continue the momentum? Can they continue the vibe coming out of Double or Nothing? New champion. Kevin Knight will talk. And so much more. Make sure you get in the chat. Make sure you join the family. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Be a part of the shows. Be a part of the fun. And make sure you are back here for all the action, as we will be here for all of it. Beyond that, ladies and gentlemen, check out all their socials. Thank you for being here tonight. On behalf of Mr. Anthony and Big Nick, I'm Mr. Every Night. Can't you wait? The Iron Man of YouTube. Have a good night. See you on the flip side. Bye!